Hey everyone, my friend Crystal here wants to take us on a tour of the Art and Design building. We're entering the entrance here over by the parking lot, making our way into the first floor. Over to our right are some ceramics I believe the students have made. Sometimes they are for sale. We keep going here, and to our right is the ceramics room. So we take a peek in here. There's lockers for students to put their things in. I believe that table to the right is some pieces that have been fired in the kiln for students to continue working on, to do like glazes and stuff. Here is where the wheels are. And moving into the back here, we've got a few different kinds of kilns. It took me a minute to find the light switch, but found it eventually. Here we can see the kilns a bit better. And then moving to the back door, we've got a few more kilns on the outside, and there is a fire pit. I believe that gets shown later on. And making our way back out, this is where some of the pieces get set to go into the kiln later on. And we make our way back out to Crystal. Moving on, we make our way down the hallway. To our right is a stairwell to upstairs. And this classroom, neither of us are 100% sure what it's for, but I suspect that it is an area utilized by the engineering department. So we didn't stick around too long. We didn't want to bother any of the students currently working in there. We're making our way back to the front entrance. Up ahead on the right, you'll notice a doorway. I believe that is office space for faculty, staff. And to our left here is the elevator to help support accessibility to both floors of this building. And we are going to race to the second floor. So I'm giving Crystal time to get into the elevator, because it wouldn't be very fair if I had a head start. And there it goes. Here we go, up the stairs. As I mentioned earlier, there was that other stairwell. Quick look out to the parking lot. Up the stairs. There's a piano there, I'm not sure why. But here are some artwork pieces, and here's Crystal. To our left is the drawing studio. We've got a couple workbenches in here. There are some students in here working on their pieces as well. And a quick little peek into the room where the elevator is. Here's some artwork and more artwork on the wall to our left. I believe most of the artwork is done by students, and also the faculty who teach the fine art classes. Here we're just about to enter into the painting studio. Crystal is checking with the professor to make sure we aren't interrupting, so we get to look at this lovely piece of the Mona Lisa, and it sounds like it's good to go. So here we pop in, and surprise, surprise, more artwork. It wouldn't be the art and design building without it. There are lots of works in progress that the students are working on. It looks absolutely beautiful. More artwork along the walls. There's like a little backspace area hiding away a little bit. Yeah. And that was the painting studio. So we continue on our way. That little discussion there with Crystal, she wasn't sure what was in the rest of this building, but I know, and so I am now in the lead. We walked past some of the professor's offices there again on the left. Here is the other stairwell that I had mentioned earlier from the first floor. And through here, there's some more artwork, restrooms back here, and we keep going on. And into this room is another classroom space. We also hold department assemblies here sometimes. To the left here, yeah, is more professors' offices. Here's some more student artwork, graphic design artwork. And there's like little desk areas. If you can see the food on the table there, we had a department assembly earlier that day, and here is another entrance up to the second floor from outside. That gets shown in just a minute, but I wrapped up with Crystal. Here we jump to the outside. This is the other entrance into the building. You can see the sign, graphic design. Oh yeah, I remember. I wanted to mention some of the doors in the side that you saw earlier tend to stick a little bit, and so you have to kind of fight with them a little bit to get into rooms sometimes from both sides. Also, here's the fire pit I mentioned previously. It is beautiful here in Michigan currently. We've got a lot of lovely green grass this time of year. It's still deciding whether it wants to be winter or spring, but we take it day by day. And here we're over by where the outside kilns were earlier. I was showing you out the door. I forgot that there was this space. It looks like there were more students. And I ran back into Crystal because we had wrapped up, and then here I was talking with her. I was like, I forgot this part of the building existed. And so, yeah, just a quick little walkthrough. Didn't want to stick around too long. Yeah. Looks like some of the drawing students probably moved down. I think color theory class might be held in there at some point too. Anyway, thank you for joining us on the tour of the Art and Design Building. At the end here, I've included some pictures of the first and second floor plans. And a quick fun fact to wrap up, some of the students refer to the building as the smokestack building because of the tall chimney that is part of the kiln. Yeah. Bye, friends.